everybody, recording now. So Patricia, thank you for coming on, Coach Patricia, for taking her time today. When I started with Patricia, I said, this girl has something special because like she's starting off with a lot of knowledge already in my program. But what she had, I felt like she's really diligent on getting the program done, in the first couple of weeks. And how I did it, how I saw is when I saw she had some water retention, she had some cellulitis. And the first thing we saw the picture, I remember my girlfriend said, "Oh my God, this girl, like, did she actually lose the cellulitis in like 6 weeks? It's like, it's so difficult to," and I said, I have to talk to her because maybe it's just the lighting. It's like, and she told me, no, yes, it actually disappeared almost like, so, I feel like cellulitis is a problem for everybody. Like also she getting closer to the abs, right? And the good thing is that she did it with doing the thing that people don't think that is supposed to be done. She just going hardcore in the gym. She do well, she found a way to manage around her eating habits. And so she found a way to actually do this thing. So I'm going to give her the presentation stage right now for the next 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm going to finish off by asking, by presenting a little bit more. So good. So everybody is going to be muted right now. So in a way that obviously we don't get background noise. After that, if you're not muted, mute yourself, please. And from there, we're going to let Patricia talk. So Patricia, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, I made some notes so I don't get lost during these couple of minutes. I think I'm gonna start with where I come from, just to let you know, because everyone's story is different. And just to make a point here, I don't really think it matters where you come from, like with your body fat percentage or where you want to be. We all start at different points, most of us, and we all have different goals, but it's just about the overall story and the overall what you want to achieve. So where did I come from? I was always skinny, like I was never really I always did a lot of sports, and yeah, and then I never gained weight. That's how I felt like. And no matter what I ate, but I also didn't lose weight when I ate less. Well, from the time now seeing it, it's probably that I might not even have eaten less during these periods because I just didn't know about how to calculate calories or anything. But I felt like that it's really hard to lose weight, and it's not too hard to maintain my weight. And I remember a friend of mine telling me a couple of years ago, I was wearing shorts, and she was like, "Oh, this is really cool, that even skinny people have cellulitis." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." Yeah, I guess, and this is what I always accepted, that we all have just the body we have, and I just thought, well, I have bad tissue formation, and this is why I have cellulitis. Can't do anything about it. I mean, all the models out there that you see, they probably do nothing else than cardio all day long. They have these cooks that actually cook for them, so they don't have a job. Well, their job is to look good, right? So my eating habits, I used to eat a lot, and a lot of sweets. I used to sometimes go to the gas station and just bought a pack of like these sugary sweets, and I ate the whole pack just because I could and just because I enjoyed it. I ate a lot of muffins, and yeah. And then 2 years ago, I think I started my first actual fitness program, just because I like to do fitness, and I thought, I might just give it a try. And I did lose some weight, and I did gain a bit of muscle. I actually, back then after the program, I didn't really follow all of it. It was like a 12-week program. I did maybe 8 weeks, I don't know. And I was actually lighter back then than I am now, but I also had less muscle. So I guess by doing this program, it was just about following the program all day, every day, and it was really set. And I didn't really learn a lot about how it really works. And I guess I was also slowing down my metabolism. And then I went to America for 5 weeks, and I think I gained like 5 kilos or something like that. Me thinking like, oh, I never gain weight. And for some reason I always thought that I have to eat free food. I don't know how you girls feel about it, but every time there is free food, for example at work or somewhere, I was always like, oh, I have to get this because it's for free, right? And I think it's a bit weird because I never had trouble like affording my own food or anything, but this is just something I just recently realized when I just had the same situation again. I was like, I'm not hungry. No, why should I eat the cake? I mean, if I do feel like it, I do eat it sometimes. Yes, and I also had the one thing that I always prepared or got prepared in case I could get hungry. So I was buying, for example, a sandwich earlier when I was not hungry yet, because I could get hungry later on. This is just a little bit to tell you where my story, and and then my finals came around, my university finals, and I stayed at a friend's house, and her mom always cooked for us, and she cooked with a lot of fat. I think this was also one thing. And this time period was going on for 4 months. So we're studying, we were both really stressed, and we were eating a lot because we were always like, okay, our brain needs food. And then afterwards I went to New Zealand for 4 weeks, and I just gained some more weight. And and then actually this was when I got started in this program, and this is also where my first picture come from. I guess it's more or less the heaviest I've been. But just as I said before, it doesn't really matter where you start, right? It's just about the relations. It's just about me starting at a point where I've not been before. Doesn't mean just because I say that, for example, I'm shocked when I look at my pictures, and some of you might think, oh, but you're skinnier on your picture than I am now. But it's really not about this. It's about the relations. Yes, so just making this clear. I wrote down some questions. Why, for example, did the previous diet not work for me? I already told you a little bit about it, that it was following this program every day, not about giving the knowledge. It's not here. I feel like we have all these videos and we get knowledge that we can actually afterwards talk to Jerry about it and really start implementing it to our body and our goals. And this was just stupid following these meal plans and these exercise plans, and then what do you do after the 12 weeks, right? Nothing. This is it. So I guess this was one point. And I only had a little knowledge about macros and manipulating your metabolism in either way, right? So you slow it down when you really when you're dieting for a long time. And this is about reverse eating. I guess it's not really important right now, but I was just I didn't even know that this exists. And I looked at it more like a program rather than a lifestyle, and it was really I was never sure if it would really work. I was super motivated. I mean, I love sports. I love discipline. And for me, this was like, oh, I really liked the program, absolutely. And I had no problem following it. But because I didn't really believe it and I wasn't sure if it would really work. I mean, you see all these pictures of all these transformations in every program, right? But you're like, are these pictures really right? And maybe these people just have a horrendous metabolism and for them it works, but who says that it works for me, right? And because it wasn't really coached, I kind of dropped out of it, and then I did it again, but not really, and I wasn't sure about what alternatives of food I have. And so yeah, for me this is one of the many reasons why it didn't work. And what did I learn from this program here? A lot, really a lot. I mean, Jerry said that I had a lot of knowledge from the beginning on, but I mean, it's really hard having some knowledge in the beginning, but then really trying to implement it into your lifestyle, your body. And I think, yes, I did learn a lot here, and all of you are going to learn this, because this is just how the program works. It's about transmitting knowledge so you could actually implement a kind of lifestyle and not only stupidly follow a program. Yeah, so I don't think it makes really a lot of sense here to talk about certain ways how to eat or certain ways how to train, because really it's different for everyone, and you are learning this one by one with Jerry and with yourself.
Patricia, before that, I know what in everybody's mind is. They want to know, how did you get rid of the cellulitis? So knowing that, like, because you did a very good, you reflected very good what I wanted you to reflect, which is basically not information. But what I want everybody to actually hear is that cellulitis, for some people, think that there is a problem that is affecting. It should be some kind of like magic pill for it, right? So doing the random, by doing quote unquote the random things, or like the big picture thing. So and in this case, this is why I wanted to get, we probably got the highest ever showing up in this roundtable, about 23 people, which is really good. The message I want to get, and you're just here to back this up, you got to the point you get by doing gym work, right? And by finding strategy not to consume the perfect diet, but finding strategy to develop continuity. Absolutely. Would you agree, right? It's like you went live several times about meal prepping, right? Saves you time. Everybody can have a different type of macro, but more or less everybody's gonna need to reduce calories, right? By the continuity you did that. And how many times did you ask yourself, was this the right program as well or not? Because when you don't see results right away, you question yourself, correct?
To be honest, I mean, from the start, I think I only started this program because we actually talked on the phone to each other.
Yeah.
Because first, for me, it was like, there's so many programs out there, especially with a lot of fit women. And these you can identify better. Well, that's how I felt in the beginning. But yeah, so I was skeptical in the beginning. But then, well, gladly, I saw results right away. So this is probably what kept me going. But yeah, you're asking, how did I lose my cellulitis? And I'm asking myself the same question, but I tried to answer it. And I think the only thing I did is I reduced my body fat percentage, and the water
recomposition. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted you to get. Cellulitis will go away when you reduce your body fat percentage. That's it. Simple as
that. It's just about like the training.
Yeah.
And a lot about the food. It's amazing how much the food really does to your body. Like, I have not been training for 2 weeks because I've been sick. I'm still sick, and I'm still not going to be able to do some training for at least another week, depending on like how it's going.
Yeah.
And I've actually lost even more weight, even though I'm not tracking right now. But this is just because I've been tracking for months now, and I really know what to eat right now. So I have just to wrap it up. How do you succeed in this program? You have to find your motivation first. What I did, I mean, everybody has their own way of doing it. What I did is I went to see some pictures of women, like these, they're called bikini models, I guess. They're really fit and they look really good. They have all their abs, and this is just how I want it to look like. So I printed a picture of them. I didn't print it, but I put it in I have a fitness folder on my computer. And I put it there, and every time I didn't know why I was doing it, I was looking at my picture and at their picture. So find your motivation. I heard of people that printed a picture, like how they wanted to look like, and put it on the refrigerator.
Yeah, love
it doesn't
that.
matter how you do it, but you have to motivate yourself. You have to know why you're doing it, because it's not easy all the time.
Yeah.
And I've always been saying, track your food. Be aware of what you're eating. I mean, once you're aware of what you're eating, I mean, everyone eats more or less the same thing, then it's easier. But in the beginning, track your food. It really helps you. And also prepare your food, because in the beginning, when your body is not used yet to really eat the healthy food, you might get cravings. And if you prepare your food, you have always something to eat, and it's the healthy stuff, and it's the stuff that you actually fits in your macros. Or in the beginning, it doesn't even have to fit in your macros that much, but really it has to fit into your calories. So just, to get used to it, because in the beginning it's just hard to do it all at once. You can start with one thing, and then by adding knowledge and routine, it gets easier. 4 more things: measure and listen to your body. Jerry always sets you up with a certain kind of diet and with a certain kind of training. Stick with it and measure and listen to your body. Don't change all the time because you're not sure what you're doing. Do it for as long Jerry tells you to do it, and listen what happens to your body, because only that way you can figure out, okay, this didn't work, I have to try something else.
Yeah.
Gym. Jerry was already saying it. I achieved my goals in the gym, and just by giving 180% in gym. It's not about looking good. I always see these pictures of the girls that do like their squats or their something, and they all look pretty and they all wear makeup. And when I do my reps, I mean, I look like I die. And so always give 100%. And be honest to yourself. It's about you and it's about your goals. And you're not doing this for Jerry. You're not doing it for me. You're doing it for yourself. And you might have a bad day. You might have some cravings. You eat a lot. That happened to me too, to be honest. I mean, it sometimes even now happens, because that's just human, right? So be honest and don't make yourself crazy about this. Just stand up again and stick to the plan. And one day of craving and really eating a lot is not gonna kill you. Just have to get up and never tell yourself, now it's not worth it anymore because I already ate too much, and then you eat even more. That's what happens to me sometimes. Don't do that. And not having time is no excuse, really. It's not. My friends probably say I'm the craziest person. I have always something to do. I work a lot. I have a dog. I ride. I do fitness. I have like 100 side jobs, and I never watch TV. everyone that watches TV and tells me they don't have time. It's all about priorities and achieving your goals. It's about the passion. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Patricia, thank you so much for the time you put in that and like the effort. And I feel like you reflected, first of all, what the program is about. You reflected why you got the results. The same way I see here Giorgio having results. I'm putting down some names that I just see a real transformation for now. Everybody will have transformation. I told you Zen. That was one of the Shias. I see Lorna. Lorna, I want to unmute you real quick just for something real quick. It's fun. Somebody saw your picture in my other page, and they say somebody by the name of Val. I don't know if you remember the last name. Some random person is like, "Who are you trying to fool? This person is not the same person." And I said, "I know, not right, but like." Because she went into a transformation, not only outside but inside, and like why she got there is because she actually don't waste the time on judging other people, right? Like you just put your head down and you do the work. Okay, so I thought it was funny to point it out because I see not only going through a transformation, and right, you can probably now say yes, you're the same person because you saw your bikini. It's like, oh, it's not the same person. It's like, I know, not anymore, but like. But anyway, so again, I'm gonna mute still everybody right now, but again, thank you for taking this time, Patricia. What I'm gonna go through right now, she reflected exactly what the deal is. It's not about, even if you come in here wanting the strategy, which is basically one part of the path, which we have a little trifecta on, we saw it. The path is on top, the code. We have the leaders, me, Patricia, anybody that's gonna be on the team, the coaches, right? And then we have the environment. Most of the people getting that transformation in the environment. You see other people succeeding, you keep in the motivation. And you will literally need to go from your point A to point B. We saw that many times. And whether or not you're gonna get the transformation that I'm talking about is you being able to go around the bad days. Like Patricia said, there are good days and there are bad days, you know? And how am I going to reflect that method of coaching that we have here? I'm going to teach you the difference between us being here to coach you and us giving you information. Because if you take this challenge as a 6-week challenge, a 12-week challenge, whatever case might be, and you came in here maybe because just you got into an offer or whatever the case was, if you are here, chances are not because it was an offer, your chances are because you want results. Because everybody that talked to me, I assess carefully who is here because it's an offer, who is here because they want results on top of it, whatever an offer is or not an offer. You want results, right? But your results is triggered by you wanting something, right? By you seeing who you are now, I'm gonna put you here, right here, right? And who you see yourself as in the future. You see yourself as something much bigger up here, somebody different. And you're never, and this is really, you're never going to be able to outperform who you see yourself as. Whoever you were in the past and is gone right now, whoever maybe you never achieved, you're never going to be to outperform this person. Because as you see yourself as the other person, as you see yourself at your best, there is always going to be something. That reality is going to smash in your face every single time. And it's like, oh, I thought I was going to be here by August, I'm not. So now I'm going to quit. So now this thing is not going to work. So all the strategy out there in the marketplace work. People don't do it. This is why you don't get there. This strategy, we make it so easy for you to do it because we have tons of different ways you can get there. But why we are here and why I want you to stay here is because you need to value your results. You need to value your commitment. You need to value why you're here. Because that's why I made the video the other day. It's like, do you really value your goals? Do you really want to be here? Because chances are, if you don't see like you want to be here, if you don't do the work, it's because you will not achieve it. You're going to go and look for something else, and chances are you're not going to do it anyway because it's not the secret sauce. I see it all the time. I did this, so I did this class. I did this. It's like, how is it intermittent fasting? How is like you see it all the time. It's not about that. It's about continuity. You know. Just do the right things for a very long time. So how do you actually make the perfect day? You know, we try to coach in a way that is only 3 things that you have to do to get where you want to get. So I want to make it as simple as that. For everybody that say they don't have time, for everybody that want to get a perfect day, you say no enough time, I say create space. okay? Wake up 5 minutes before, whatever the time is. It doesn't, you don't have to wake up like an hour early. Like wake up 5 minutes before, just let go. Just either meditate or relax. I'm not like a spiritual person. You want to relax and that is the time you want to put your feelings in there. You really want to feel like, where am I going in my life? Where am I going with my partner? Where am I going with my goals? Where am I going with my job goals? What am I really getting purpose, right? Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? You just let go. And this is going to set yourself up for your most precious thing that you have in your life, which is not time, is energy. If you have a positive energy, you're going to get a day done. My day wasn't good today, but I showed up. Okay? It was a very bad day. I couldn't do anything that I was thinking, but I showed up. In a bad day is whatever you do in a bad day that counts. Because in a good day, everybody can be good. So you're going to get good on creating perfect energy for you. If you think that your most precious real estate is your time, think again, is your energy. If you get a good energy, whether or not you're going to go to the gym, you're going to produce something good. Okay? So this is very important. How do we coach on the three things? What does it mean coaching on the three things? It means that it's super easy when you only have three things to do, right? So if you go on the bottom here, you see yourself, and we have about 10 minutes now. I'm going to finish this presentation, and I'm going to re-log in one more time. And whoever wants to go with me in with this, I'm gonna actually show you what it means to coach with this strategy. And one of you is gonna actually take this opportunity right now, right like that, to show. And every week from now, this is what we're gonna do. Like, I'm gonna put down a type form, and I'm gonna tell you what you're struggling with, and you're gonna come in these calls with me, and we're really gonna see the difference between coaching and giving you strategy. Because strategy, even as much as it's good, as you see right here, like sometimes you still are telling me, oh, I'm not motivated, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I cannot do it, whatever I have to do next, right? So basically three things mean, like, you're here on the bottom, like, and you have to ask yourself, what am I struggling here right now? Like, where I want to go, but where am I struggling with today, right? What is the problem? You know, I don't feel like I don't have time? Do I feel like, I don't know, I cannot work out? Like, whatever the problem is, and you see yourself on the top, what do you want, right? Where am I going to go? I have to make happen, what? Am I going to lose 5 kilos? What it takes to get 5 kilos down? There is three things on top that is going to take for you to get 5 kilos. Number one, 5 kilos is times 7 is 35,000 calories you have to get rid of. Fact number one. Fact number two is going to take probably some gym work, some HIIT training. That's a fact, right? How many can I squeeze into the week? Fact number two. Fact number three, how much am I really going to fight to get that, right? Then we find yourself with the infamous straight line on top, and there is three things I want you to consider, right? How am I going to do these three things in this week? What am I going to do three things in the day to make this thing consistent, to make this week better than the last week, okay? Let's aim for this week. Let's say, okay, let's try to get rid of 0.5 kilo, right? That would be around 3,500 calories of deficit. It's thing number one. What other thing I need? This one, number one, I need to work out. I need to keep myself motivated to work out. As you see these three straight lines here, what are the obstacles that you're going to incur in the middle? Okay, so what are the three things? Besides the fact that I need to get rid of the calories, right? Am I going to be able to, what are the big obstacles, right? I'm going to say, okay, am I going to know how many calories I need? Can I actually do it? Am I keep going to be lazy not to count and not to have an awareness of what am I doing, thinking that magically something is going to happen? Same thing in the workout. What is going to limiting me to work out? Can I not work out? Do I have my kids to pick up? Can I make it happen? Can I not make it happen? Because these three things needs to happen. And if you plan, like I see here doing, like the other day, Helena did, right? And she said, if you plan the week, there is no way you don't have time, because you're going to find the pockets of time to make this thing happen, right? As you plan your week, you want to plan three things that you have to do in a day, maximum. That's it. If you know that you're working out 3 times in a week, you know that you have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for example. You have Tuesday and Thursday, you can do other things. So you see how it's not so, it's so easy to make this thing happen, right? What are we struggling with is very simple what we're struggling with. What we're struggling with is super simple. It's the motivation, is actually making this happen. Okay, there is always something, there is always an excuse why we're not gonna do it. So we might even have time right now. So who is it that in here? I don't see, you know, I wanted Cinzia to come on. Is Cinzia here? Like, I don't think she's here because she was telling that she said, oh, it's very hard for me to actually work out. It's very hard for me to actually keep. Is Cinzia here? Put your hands up if you are here. I don't see her here, but if she's here, I wanted to actually give her this opportunity right now. Because every week, this is what we're doing in VIP Girls. This is exactly how we coach people. It's like, you might get by with simple information like I do, but you know, if you need really to get to a level and maintain it, you really need to find something that works for you. You need to find, you know, the mindset as you are here sometimes and you're on top of the hill, it goes down, like, and it changes like that all the time. You need to stick to it, and like you need coaches to actually not counting your reps, not telling you that you have to do this and this in the gym. Like, you need people to tell you, when you tell me you're not motivated, I need to fix the problem for you. Like, you need to be motivated. So we have about 5 minutes right now. I'm gonna give this a shot. If we might have to do it, we have to log in one more time maybe. Who think like it's stuck? We have a lot of successful people here. We have a bunch of new people today. Who thinks that is struggling with anything in this thing? Because I really want to make this experiment with you. I want to show you what I mean. Like, and good. There you are. Flash 02GH. What is your name? I really don't know who you are because the name it doesn't. Who are you?
You're talking to me?
Yes. You. What is the name? Because it doesn't show.
It's Patricia Jacquet.
Oh, Patricia. Yes, go ahead. Yes. Why don't we do that with you? Like, let's. Can you talk when you stop? No, don't drive around and talking.
No. I am. Yes. Sorry, I was needing to let my daughter somewhere. So sorry. No, you know, I am struggling. I started very strong the program. I was really motivated. Then I get my accident that was pretty difficult.
Yeah.
And you know, I decided to send the message because I am feeling with everything that went at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just feeling drained, like really tired. I never had felt like that in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop here if you don't mind, just in 2 minutes.
Let's do this. And everybody that is interested on this, I want you to log in again, because this thing is allowing me like an hour at a time. I'm gonna log off and I'm gonna log in one more time, hopefully to see most of you. I'm gonna do this experiment with you, Patricia. We're gonna go for about 10 minutes and then everybody's gonna be whoever wants not to show up, that's okay. Like, you know, the round table, this is really to show you what real coaching means and why information is not enough. I'm going to go through this with you real quick, and I'm going to tell you how to get around the problem. Okay, so I'm going to log off and I'm going to log back in the next 2 minutes. Everybody log back one more time in the same link if you want to be here and check this out. Okay, thank you so much for showing up. We got today about 23 people, and it's probably the highest. You know, I knew that cellulitis was going to do something, so we used that, but I'm really glad that you guys showed. Thank you. I'm going to log back in.
Super. Okay.